If you lose your quarterback, you're in trouble, and you can lose your quarterback in many different ways, including what it sounds like down in Miami.
Oh, no, not the Fins.
Yeah, Tua. So earlier in the week, it was reported.
Tua got hurt?
Yeah, Tua got hurt this past weekend.
That's wild. He's never hurt.
Well, see, that is something. It seems to be a couple unfortunate events here in Tua's life. The hip, I'm not sure anybody could have expected that. And then how last season went. And then now he did get hurt, and he did get carted off the field, okay? And the way we covered this was because the initial reports were it was not serious.
No.
There was nothing wrong. It is not a serious injury.
Bruised.
And actually, on Monday Night Football, as I was watching, the headline at the bottom, the ticker, just like we have down here, obviously ours is much different than ESPN's. The ticker said, like, update on Tua's injury, not serious. And I actually FaceTimed A.J. Hawk as I saw that, and he answered for the first time ever.
Wow.
Yeah, he answered. It was pretty cool. And I go, it's going to be hard not to, say some stuff about Tua tomorrow if it's not a serious injury with what had happened on Sunday. And then obviously Darius Butler joined us on Overreaction Monday. He is a Miami Dolphins fan. He said, hey, that seems like a pretty standard hit that's going to happen in the NFL. So the narrative there early was hard not for me to get into. Is Tua not tough enough to be a quarterback?
Ooh.
Okay, and I think the information that was being released, and it must all be completely inaccurate now looking back on it. We apologize for even thinking that, but we never said it, by the way, because that is a massive thing to say about somebody, that somebody's not tough enough to do something. But the initial reports was that nothing, there was no problem, it's not an issue, nothing serious, it's day by day. It's like day by day, he's a franchise and he just got out of the game. Like, that can't happen, especially for a team that's looking to go on a run and made a decision, go with this guy. I mean, it's a big deal. Now it is being reported he does have broken ribs.
Damn.
I don't know how any other report was released earlier in the week at all. If you're the Dolphins, who last year there was a little bit of a PR thing with Ryan Fitzmagic being benched and Flores not being able to tell either Ryan Fitzmagic or the team that they were moving on to Tua when they were in the middle of a run. So then that became a whole thing with Fitzmagic, like saying, like, yeah, I was heartbroken. I mean, I read it on Twitter, so the coach didn't even tell me. There was a whole situation there. The PR of this situation, I don't know how that narrative that nothing happened to him got out without anybody saying anything.
Yeah.
Somebody from the Dolphins should have came out and said, we do not know if that's an accurate report, because now that he has broken ribs, which could potentially lead to punctured lungs, like, it all makes a lot more sense, especially with how much pain they were saying in. But those initial not serious reports, I think, made Tua look not great in a lot of people's eyes, including Dolphins fans, I think. Now that they hear that he's got broken ribs, I think they're like, okay, let's get him healthy. That's nice to hear that the guy didn't just quit, which is kind of what it sounded like when they were saying there was no other injury. So I know this is terrible news to hear as a Dolphins fan, but in my eyes, as a new Dolphins fan,
Sure.
as a new member of the Dolph fam, after getting a chance to experience the Fins Up community on the internet, which I was grossly impressed by. I mean, absolutely impressed by. I was like, okay, I like this team. I would like them to win, and we got Gumpy in here. I know it's bad news, Gumpy, but, like, I think it's also good news that he didn't just tap out with no real injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's going to be guys like Diggs that are just going to say shit whether he's hurt or not. That's going to happen.
What?
Whoa.
It's the NFL, baby.
Yeah. I mean,
Check the records.
it's tough, man. It's a Dolphins fan. This is what happens. We're 1-0 to start the season. Gets taken out, second possession of the game. Jacoby looks like shit. We get shut out. The biggest worry here is Austin Jackson, now our left guard, has to cover for Jacoby, and he might be the worst guy on our O-line.
Okay, all right. So everything's going really well for the Dolph fam, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Fins aren't up anymore? Is everything all right? Do we got a little bent fin or we got a dorsal? What's going on with the we're not happy, we're not feeling good about how the season's going to go? Because I was just told, the way I was introduced to the Dolph fam, the Fins Up community.
Yeah.
Because I said, Dolphins probably going to end up in third place in this division. That's all I said.
Yeah.
Because I was surprised by the sports books having Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, then Jets. That Jets is going to be tough to get, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not 100% sure, and that's no fault of Zach Wilson or Bob Sala.
No.
Okay,
No.
they are in a rebuild year. They know it. They all know it. But I was very surprised that the sports books After seeing Bill Belichick put $150-some million in the first day of the tampering free agency day, $150-some million investing into that, getting Mac Jones and everything, I was very surprised that they had the Dolphins ranked above the Patriots just within the division, especially because Belichick knows the division pretty well at this point. First week comes, Dolphins beat the Patriots, and I'm like, all right. Hey, I respect their fan base for attacking me, for even saying they were going to come in third, okay, and not second. I appreciate them coming after me for that. They go into Foxborough, they get a win, and then now it's like, are the Dolphins fans quitting on the season already? Are we quitting right now already?
No.
Are we quitting on the season?
It sounds like
the Bills have owned us forever. Like Josh Allen.
The
just
Patriots
owns us.
have owned all of you, right? Or no, because I guess the Dolphins have always given you guys trouble.
We get one. We get one.
One a year.
We get one.
Yeah, but they've gone on to win 7 or 6 or whatever.
Yeah. But to be fair, in Miami they do struggle. But with all this Tua Jacoby thing, what if Jacoby comes out and slings
Lights it up.
Yeah, lights it up. And then what do you do with Tua?
So I will say this until the death of me. Jacoby Brissett was on track to be in the MVP conversation for what he was doing for the Indianapolis Colts. This came after, obviously, Andrew Luck retired 9 days before the season. Jacoby gets traded in from New England. He plays that year bad. Okay, he literally didn't know the offense. It was not good, didn't know anything. He had a full off season. They gave him a little bit of money, a little bit of investment. He comes in there. He starts balling. Like, he starts winning the game.
Yeah.
He starts slinging the ball around. The Colts are winning. The team's good. We're moving. Then Cam Hayward picked up an offensive lineman, dumped it on Jacoby Brissett's knee, and it all changed since then.
Yeah.
That
Beat the Chiefs.
It changed immediately. Beat the Chiefs in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is before the Chiefs turned into the flip the switch Chiefs that go on to win. That was the same season that they won in the playoffs, down 17, 21, and 10 or whatever. That's that same season. But still, Jacoby was balling. And it was like, this guy comes from the Tom Brady tree. He's been in the room, seems to get along with everybody. Whenever Andrew Luck was on the team, Jacoby was still like the leader, I guess, of the team. So it's like, hey, this guy could be good. But we haven't seen him do much great since the knee injury. Hey, buy him some time down there in Miami. That offense got weapons. Hey, that offense got weapons down there.
They do.
Us Dolphin can go on a run.
Will Fuller's back this week.
Yeah, hey, there we go.
we go.
Got a speedster.
Yeah.
All right, we got a guy.
We won in Vegas last year. We'll do it again.
This ain't no problem.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, but Jacoby's ready to go. He's probably the leader down there already, I assume.
yeah.
This is your
Magic
chance,
14.
Jacoby. The
What's-
Colts didn't want you. The Patriots didn't want you.
What?
This is your time, Jacoby.
What?
Time is now.
I do like the fact that you guys think just Tua's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, wow.
Broken ribs.
Just trying to win ball games. It
That's-
doesn't matter who the quarterback is.
El Gumpy ball games back there. That's what I'm
That's the
talking
problem, is whether Dolphins fans want to admit it or not. Stephen Ross already said, like, hey, let's go get Deshaun. And now
Wow.
if Tua...
Did he
He's gotta-
say that?
Yeah.
Well, I, mean,
I got a text for-
it was reported that he said that.
I just
We
want to let you know,
don't-
on this particular Dolphin show, we will not just be reporting things that are allegedly said. Not to my Dolphin.
But that's the problem, is now this stuff is only going to intensify. Like, hopefully Jacoby does play well, but if he doesn't and the Dolphins look like shit and get blasted the next 3 to 4 weeks,
Whoa.
like, then what happens?
That's not gonna
Are they going to be super confident? It's like, oh, okay, well, Tua's coming back from his 4 week sojourn on the IR.
A Jordan?
Sojourn.
Yeah, what a
but
word. Ambivalent last week.
They're done with him.
They're done with who?
Tua.
Who's done? The fans?
I just think the whole organization. I don't know how, if he comes back, like,
How did they let the report get out
that's
that
what
it
I'm
wasn't
saying.
broken
Just
ribs?
makes him look so incompetent.
So
If
bad.
Yeah, it's not a good situation, and it's definitely. I mean, I don't know if it's fair to Tua. I mean, if he can't stay healthy, that's one thing. But like, I think they're looking for a new quarterback.
Wow.
Was it not-
Jeez, we're peddling in narratives that we don't know if that's true or not.
We're not sure, but we do know Deshaun Watson had a punctured lung, and he took the bus, correct, to the game so he
Yeah,
could
he
play
did.
because he wasn't allowed to fly.
Andrew Brees last
he did.
season.
Of course.
Yeah.
He had no hair. He had 14 fractured ribs,
Yeah.
punctured lungs that entire
His
season.
arm was dead.
His heart stopped for
Well,
a
that's been
second.
like 6
Now
or
he's,
7 years.
well,
Tony.
I mean, that is true, but he can still put it on a dime. For
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Not everybody can put it on a dime. Now, full long, rib cage back,
Yep.
full head of hair, on TV, crushing it.
Making picks.
And that's the story of Drew Brees, And I have never had broken rib, so I'm never going to say like, oh, oh, you should play through that. But there has been other people that have. Maybe this situation, maybe the rib is in a place that is much different than somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe other broken ribs are the ones that Marilyn Manson took out down to bar.
True.
Could
So
be.
he could
Yeah.
potentially, and maybe this one's up closer, to where the lungs
Can't
are,
have
to
it.
where the heart is. Can't be dancing with the devil
No.
up there, because the rib cage is a large area.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
So we don't know what this injury necessarily is, but what we're saying is that the narrative that it wasn't an injury earlier in the week made him look very bad, and nobody got in front of that.